Peace, family. This next video is going to be message to the real niggas. I live in Philadelphia, man, and right now we got about 350 homicides, man. We got like 1,600 people shot so far, and we still in the summertime. We only in August, right? We on a trajectory to having about close to 600 homicides, right? I want to tell you real niggas something. You out here, you running wild, you bang anywhere, gang, you shooting up stuff, shooting up houses. You know, y'all got them guns with the switches on them. You doing your thing, right? You online talking about what block you from and everything. You snitching on yourself, right? But this is the whole thing too, man. Let me explain something to you, man. You snitching on yourself, your homies are snitching on you, and your enemies are snitching on you. Y'all got this thing where y'all talk about no snitching, but let me explain something to you guys, man. It's guys that get locked up every day. Let me give y'all some OG wisdom. It's guys that get locked up, they get arrested every day. They get arrested on drug charges, police running their house, they find a couple ounces of heroin, a couple guns, and the police handcuff them to a metal chair, right? And they leave them in the room for about 2-3 hours. They come back about 2-3 hours later and they say, give us something good. Give us something good. So while you out here doing your thing, you out here getting money, you don't even know, probably don't even know nothing about the guy that got locked up, right? When they bust the crib, right? They found drugs and money and guns in the house, right? This dude will sit around and get a police your phone number. He'll get a police your license plate, tell the police where you live at. He'll pretty much put the police on you so he can get himself out of a situation. Some of y'all being snitched on right now and don't even realize it. They ain't got to come to court. They'll go and say, yeah, well, you know, Boo shot Frog. Boo was the one that shot Frog in the Chinese store 15 times. The reason why y'all ain't catching because such and such. Everybody's telling on everybody already. This is how the feds and the police get their information. Just remember, young brothers, when a crime happens, if it's not caught on camera, the police ain't there. The police get their information from people snitching. You're always being snitched on each other. Outside of y'all being online already telling on yourself. A lot of times, man, you out here, man, like I said, you out here, you getting money. You think you being careful, man. You like the second man in charge, third man in charge. When the big man get them things, he passing them down to you. You serving half the niggas on the south side. That one of them dudes get busted with a 4.5 or something, 4 and a baby. Who you think he telling on? He telling on you. And the way he might not tell directly on you where he got to come to court and testify on you. He just telling you where the feds come in and just bring your operation down. Next thing you know, on a 4.5 or hard, right? He get a 1 and 3. He get a 1 and 3 on a 4.5 to hard sentence. This is the stuff that's going on in the black community, man. You know what I mean? This is the stuff that's going on. And you don't even know where it came from. I'm telling you, brothers, the best thing you can do is stay out the game, especially today. Stay off these streets, because everybody is telling, man. Back in the day, let me tell you something, even back in the day, niggas was telling. It's like all a lie, man. You've been being lied to. Niggas have always been telling. From the mafia time to the black mafia time to the streets, is a lie. A lot of the no snitching came from 2 different aspects. The first part came from mafia dons, created that because they didn't want you to tell on them so that they don't get life. They don't get a RICO charge. So the mafia dons created the no snitch thing. The second part in the black community, we adopted that from them, but then also we know that we got unfair treatment in the judicial system. So snitching can cost you your life. But even with that, niggas was still snitching. They were still snitching. When you get to a certain level, when you getting 50, 60, 100 to 300, 400 of them things, man, it's already government controlled, man. You already snitched on. Because the dude that's serving you, the dude that's giving you that much weight, he already a snitch. He already under control. So you already snitched on. So as it goes down the line, everybody's telling how you think the feds got a 95% conviction rate. So while you out here being the #1 gunman for your homie, you out here being the #1 slinger for your homie, man, you already on your way to prison, man. Y'all out here gang banging, You a part of a gang? They created the conspiracy thing. Where the conspiracy now, 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, 4th degree, all these different degrees of conspiracy, right? They come in and they lock up 37 people. What you think gonna happen, man? Why you think they put the conspiracy thing in? Everybody telling. So now you bang anywhere gang dude, you done shot 87 people. Man, you the first one going to jail, man. And guess what? They be the ones that snitch because they don't want to go to jail. Listen, y'all want to be real niggas, man? You want to be the real nigga out here, man? You want to be the real nigga out here, man? I'm telling you, man. You don't want to be. Don't be no nigga. You see this I got, man? Nerds over niggas, man. Death to the real nigga. We don't want the real nigga because the real nigga you caught in a trap, and it's nigga traps. That's what you caught in. They got jail cells waiting, man. And, up in New York, man, right now, they locking up them gangs wholesale, man. They running down on them brothers and they locking them up. Here in Philly, man, they got the feds here. They kicking in doors. They taking young brothers to prison, man. These brothers are like from 15 to 25 on conspiracy charges to murder, racketeering, drug dealing, gun running, everything. These brothers, a lot of these young brothers are going to get time that they don't even deserve because they caught up in a conspiracy charge, man. And nobody's going to say nothing. So I'm telling you, brothers, you all online, I'm a real nigga. Listen to the big homie in OG. You not a real nigga. Screw that real nigga shit. Y'all don't understand conspiracy charges in RICO, man, when they come. Y'all out here, man, it's 49th Street. I'm just naming blocks. 49th Street, Warren with 52nd Street. And it's 18 shootings in the last 2 years. When the feds come in, they lock up everybody, man. All y'all getting that time, man, except for the ones that tell. And I'm telling you that when the feds come in with their information, the feds come in with information that they got from snitches over the years. Boo got locked up in a car with 2 guns. So Boo told on Ricky. Ricky don't even know he told on. Ricky finally get busted. Ricky tell on Smiley. Smiley get busted. Smiley tell on his rivals from cross town. This how the feds is getting the information, man. I've been out in these streets a long time. I know how this shit go. Smiley tell on his dudes from cross town. Let me tell you something, man. When you had dudes that was warring with each other, at war with each other, some of these bosses and some of these big wigs would tell on their rivals just to get them niggas out the way. If they couldn't kill them, they tell on them. So the feds can indict them so they can take over their territory. They been snitch on each other. Stop, listen, youngins, you being lied to. You being lied to. These guys are snitching on each other to get dudes out of the way. You killed my cousin and I can't catch you. Tell the feds where that nigga. Tell the feds where I think that nigga might be. That's what's happening out here, man. Everybody's telling. And I'm telling you, you being lied to. Listen to the big homie. They done caught all the dudes that thought they were smart. All them niggas went to jail. A lot of them niggas is in the ground. It's a lie. You are caught up in you're propagating and perpetuating a lie that's just cycling brothers in and out of prison, man. They running up in your home. You got your mama in court with you because the feds, man, they run up in the crib. They find 6 guns, a couple ounces of that dope. They take you to jail. They take your mama and your grandmama to jail too. Now you in there telling. Because mama and grandmama got a charge too. Oh yeah, we gonna give grandma 2 of the ounces. We gonna give mom 1 of the guns, 1 of the ounces. We gonna give you the rest. Unless you give us something good. Give us something juicy. Give us something. And the way the feds work, you ain't always gotta come to court. You just tell them what you know. Sometimes when you part of a crew, you know a whole lot of shit. But there was that code of silence. That code of silence is always broken, man. So I'm telling you, it's a big homie who's been through some shit. It's rather nerves over niggas, man. Nerves over niggas, man. We gotta kill the nigga mentality. Too many times in our communities, we chose the nigga mentality over the nerd mentality. You can be a nerd with swag. Man, let me tell you something. I'm raising my son. He's being raised to be efficient in martial arts, boxing. I read to him all the time, but I'm raising him as a nerd. It's a square. He ain't never shot nobody. He ain't never shot no guns, but I'm taking him to the gun range now so he can learn. But he ain't shoot nobody. He ain't never been in a shootout. He ain't never really been out there and had to duck. My son at 13 years old has never had to hide under a car or duck because they shooting. I have. I grew up in Southwest Philadelphia in the 80s. I'm raising my son as a nerd, as a square, as what the society would call a cornball, and I'm cool with that. I want my son to be productive. I want my son to use his intellect and think with the head above the neck and not the one below the belly button, man. I don't want my son caught up in nigga traps because he thinks he's a real nigga. Nah. Because a real nigga is government control. He's an agent and don't even know it. There's a difference between being a real nigga and a real revolutionary. A big difference. A big difference between being a real nigga and a revolutionary. A revolutionary is understanding that you ain't a nigga. And you against all of this shit. All of the nigga traps. So some of you dudes that associate real niggas, it's not real niggas, it's a revolutionary. It's recognizing the traps that they try to put us in and separating yourself from it. Because I'm telling you right now, everybody's snitching. In Chicago right now, if you a fool if you think that them gangs ain't snitching on each other. And they ain't snitching on each other within the gang. Stop it. Down in Baltimore, here in Philly, they ratting on each other all the time, and they ratting on themselves with this on social media and online. But even when I was growing up, they called it dry snitching. They was always snitching. They down there in homicide questioning them, homicide walking and say, well, dig this here, man. We can either give you 45 to 90, or you could take this 5 to 10. But you got to tell us who shot Willie. They be like, oh, that's all I got to do? Yeah, well, you know such and such shot Willie. He shot him on the bridge. Yeah, after we came from the club. How can you prove it? Because such and such. Next thing you know, they're going to lock up other people to prove the point. He get a 5 to 10 on a double homicide. They start throwing charges or what. Like, man, listen, man, I'm gonna cut this short. Death to the real nigga, man. We got to get rid of that real nigga mentality and stop thinking that everybody out here telling, bro. You being told on. It ain't safe outside. It's never been safe outside. It ain't even safe amongst your own people. Ain't no honor amongst thieves, man. All right? So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. This is a message to you youngins, man. I love you enough to tell the truth, man. Y'all young enough to be my sons. And y'all, everything that y'all do, y'all inherited this nigga shit from my generation. And I apologize. I'm sorry. So the only thing I can do is try to be a better man, and be a big homie to y'all. Because I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, man, and when it was horrible. And my generation is the generation why a lot of y'all generation ain't got no dads. Because brothers was being just blown away wholesale. And now what's happening to y'all generation, and it's heartbreaking. To see the generations of, that's my children's generation, blowing themselves away. It's heartbreaking and it's scary. I'm tired of seeing young black brothers get killed. So as a big homie, man, I'm out here, man, on the love to talk to y'all, man. And I hope that this message reached some of y'all, man. So remember, like, subscribe, and share the George Making experience. And remember, nerds over niggas, man. It's cool to be smart. All right? Nerds over niggas. Till the next time, I love y'all. Peace.